As the Ukraine conflict in 2021 progressed into its 23rd and 24th days, the pursuit of a peaceful resolution faced critical junctures amidst ongoing challenges and escalating tensions. This article examines the significant events of these crucial days, shedding light on the evolving dynamics of the conflict, diplomatic initiatives, and the urgent need to address the deepening humanitarian crisis. The complexities faced by all parties involved underscore the importance of sustained international engagement to achieve lasting peace in the region. Day 23, Escalation and International Calls for De-Escalation. On April 30, 2021, the 23rd day of the conflict, escalation and international calls for de-escalation marked a crucial turning point. Escalation of hostilities. The conflict witnessed a dangerous escalation of hostilities on this day, with intensified clashes between Ukrainian forces and Russian-backed separatists. The increased violence resulted in a higher number of casualties and further destruction of infrastructure, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis. The urgency of de-escalation measures and renewed efforts to uphold the ceasefire became evident. International calls for de-escalation. The international community, alarmed by the escalating violence, issued strong calls for de-escalation and the restoration of peace. Regional and international actors emphasized the need for all parties to exercise restraint, adhere to international norms, and engage in meaningful dialogue. The importance of finding a peaceful resolution that respected Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity was underscored. Humanitarian crisis deepens. The humanitarian crisis continued to deepen as the conflict persisted, leaving a devastating impact on the civilian population. Displaced persons faced dire conditions, including limited access to food, clean water, and healthcare. Humanitarian organizations redoubled their efforts to provide aid, medical assistance, and psychosocial support, but the scale of the crisis demanded greater international support and resources. Day 24, Diplomatic Intensification and Regional Security Concerns. On May 1, 2021, the 24th day of the conflict, diplomatic intensification and regional security concerns dominated the landscape. Diplomatic intensification. Diplomatic efforts intensified as regional and international actors strived to facilitate dialogue and negotiate a peaceful resolution. Mediators and envoys worked tirelessly to bridge the gaps between conflicting parties, emphasizing the need for compromise, trust building, and the inclusion of all relevant stakeholders. The focus was on finding a sustainable peace agreement that addressed the root causes of the conflict. Regional security concerns. The conflict's wider implications raised regional security concerns, as neighboring countries closely monitored the situation. Efforts were made to enhance security cooperation, engage in dialogue, and address shared concerns to prevent potential spillover effects. Regional actors recognized the importance of maintaining stability and avoiding further destabilization in the region. Humanitarian support and assistance. The urgent need for humanitarian support and assistance remained a top priority. International organizations and humanitarian actors continued their efforts to provide aid, medical assistance, and psychosocial support to the affected population. Coordinated action was essential to ensure access to essential services, mitigate the impact of the crisis, and support the long-term recovery and rebuilding process. Conclusion. Days 23 and 24 of the Ukraine conflict in 2021 marked critical junctures in the pursuit of a peaceful resolution. The escalation of hostilities, international calls for de-escalation, and the deepening humanitarian crisis underscored the urgent need for immediate action. To achieve lasting peace, all parties must demonstrate unwavering commitment to dialogue, compromise, and the resolution of underlying issues. The international community's sustained engagement, diplomatic initiatives, and provision of humanitarian aid are crucial in creating an environment conducive to negotiations and supporting the affected population. Resolving the Ukraine conflict requires comprehensive negotiations that address the root causes of the conflict, encompassing political, economic, and social dimensions. Rebuilding trust, promoting reconciliation, and safeguarding the rights and security of all individuals are essential for a sustainable peace process. The path to sustainable peace in Ukraine demands collective efforts, with the international community playing a crucial role in supporting negotiations, providing humanitarian aid, and facilitating long-term reconstruction and reconciliation. Only through genuine dialogue, shared commitments, and sustained cooperation can the Ukraine conflict be resolved, bringing an end to the suffering of the Ukrainian people and paving the way for a future of peace and prosperity.